Hello guys, welcome to this class. So before discussing the MongoDB installation and starting with the steps for installing MongoDB, I would like to discuss what are the components or what all things will we need to have a successful version of MongoDB installed on our system. So we should be able to have a local copy of the database, which is a database server, and we should have a way using which we can query the database. All right. So there are a few components that we should understand and learn about. So the first thing is the MongoDB server. So we will be needing a MongoDB server wherein we will have a copy of our database, which will be running locally. And we will need a way to access this database. Now, as you can see over here, there are two ways in which you can access or connect to the database. One is using the MongoDB shell, which is also known as mongosh, and you have MongoDB Compass. So MongoDB shell is nothing but a JavaScript interface. It is a command prompt essentially, but it's built on top of JavaScript. And this shell can be used to execute commands to get the data and to play around with it. So this is one thing that we will be needing. And then there is another thing called as MongoDB Compass. So shell is a console, I can say a terminal, and MongoDB Compass is a graphical user interface or a GUI using which you can connect to the MongoDB server. So these are the two ways in which you can connect to the MongoDB database. One is the interactive shell, which is built on top of JavaScript called MongoDB shell or mongosh. And then we have MongoDB Compass, which is a graphical user interface. It's a nice UI using which you can play around with the database. This is what MongoDB comprises of, all right? And before beginning the installation, it's important that you understand this. Next, what are the installation options for MongoDB? The first one is the Community Edition, and then you also have MongoDB available as an Enterprise Edition. Let's hop on to our browser and let's see what they are. So here I am on Google Chrome and I have Google open here. You can use any browser of your choice. So I'll search for MongoDB here. The moment you search and hit enter, you will see the first link over here, which is mongodb.com. So I'll click on the same. And by clicking, you will be taken to the official website of MongoDB. And at the top, you will have a few menu options. So you have products, which highlights different products that MongoDB has. So here you have Atlas, which is nothing but the MongoDB version installed and available in cloud. Then you have the Enterprise Edition, and then you have the Community Edition. So if you click on Enterprise Edition, you're taken to this page which describes the feature of the Enterprise Edition over here. You can read more about this feature. Also, this Enterprise Edition of MongoDB is a paid version. So you can click on Pricing at the top, and here you can select Enterprise Advanced. So here you will, okay, they are not displaying the prices. You have to contact sales, but it's a paid version of MongoDB. We won't be using the paid version of MongoDB. In fact, we will be selecting products over here, hover on the products, and then just go to the Community Edition. So this is the Community Edition that we will be using. So the Community Edition is a free version, which you can download and set up on your local machine. Free edition is enough for us to learn and become a MongoDB expert. All right. So this is something that we will be using. And these are the different options that are available with MongoDB when you think about setting up your own MongoDB server. All right. So I'm here on the MongoDB official website, which is mongodb.com. And here I have under products, I have the Enterprise Advanced and the Community Edition. So we will be installing the Community Edition, which is free for learning purpose and also for non-commercial uses. So we'll be installing this free version. Now, to install the MongoDB free version, we will first need a homebrew package manager. All right. So I'll switch over to Google and I'll say homebrew installation. All right. You will see this link homebrew, which is brew.sh. So you can go to this link. So this is a package manager which enables you to manage packages on your macOS machine. So to install, what I'm going to do is I'll copy this command here. All right. And let's open the terminal. So I have this terminal open here. Now, once I have the terminal open, what I will do is I'll just paste. Okay, so now it's asking you for the system password because you are trying to install something. So I'll just enter my system password. When we press enter, you are seeing like the Xcode command line tools will be installed. Okay, and what this means is, so on my system, Xcode command line tools are not yet installed and we need that to be installed. This is a prerequisite for installing the developer tools. So I'll say enter and it will start installing the command line tools as well, along with the Homebrew package manager. All right. And this will take a while. I'll hold on for a bit. All right. So installation was successful and it took a little bit of time since I didn't have the Xcode developer tools installed. So if I scroll up here at the top here, so the system started downloading the command line tools. It downloaded, it started installing, okay, and the installation was done. All right, and then it started downloading and installing Homebrew. Okay, this took a little bit of time and there was some print that was happening on the console. Finally, at the end, the installation was successful. All right, this is the command that you need to run in order to install Homebrew. You can even check the brew version. Okay, so let me show you how to do that. So you can say brew-v, and this will give you the Homebrew version that is currently installed on your system. All right, so we have Homebrew installed and set up. Now it's time to install and set up MongoDB. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a new tab. I'm going to go to Google and I'll search for MongoDB on Mac. All right, so you can see this link coming up over here, install MongoDB Community Edition on macOS, and this is from mongodb.com. So I'll head over to this link, and this is the official documentation for the installation of Community Edition on macOS. All right, I'll scroll down here a bit. And here you can see like the first prerequisite is to install the Xcode command line tools, all right, which just got installed on our system. So if you run this command, all right, so let me run this command here. I'll say paste. You'll get an error and it'll say command line tools already installed. All right, so this is already installed on my system and we just installed it while installing the Homebrew. If you see this error or if you see this message on your terminal, it means you have Xcode developer tools installed. All right, this is one of the prerequisites which we have satisfied. Now, if you scroll down, here are the 3 steps to install the MongoDB Community Edition using Homebrew. The first one is to download the official Homebrew formula, as you can see over here, for MongoDB. So we need to run this command and I'll go to terminal. I'll say paste and I'll say enter. So this will just clone the MongoDB version. You can see this will download, in fact, the official Homebrew formula for MongoDB. And this might take some time depending on your internet connection speed. For me, it's done. Now we need to run brew update, but we just installed the Homebrew software, so it will be up to date. Yes, it's already up to date because we just installed it. And then we need to install MongoDB Community. And you can see we are installing the version 6.0. So as I'm recording this video, the latest version is 6.0. There is a possibility that you might see a different version here depending on when you're watching this video. So if you're seeing any other version, that's completely fine. MongoDB keeps on releasing newer version every now and then. All right. So there is a high possibility you might see a different version over here. So I'll just copy this. All right. And I'll go ahead and I'll paste here. And this will again do some processing. We will have to wait for a while, and the time that it takes will depend on the connection speed, the internet connection speed that you have. All right. You can see it's downloading some files for me, which it wants to install on my system. So I'll wait for a while. All right. So this took a while for me. Okay. So you can see there is a lot of processing, a lot of fetching and downloading that happened here. All right. So it downloaded quite a few files, and at the end, the installation was done and it was successful. All right. So you can see over here, the installation was successful here. Okay, so back to the documentation. So we have done the installation using this command. Now if you scroll down, you will read over here that the installation consists of the following binaries. So one, it consists of a MongoDB server, which is something where your data will reside. MongoDB shell, where using which you will connect to the server, and it will also contain a query router over here. All right. So these are three things. So shell is already coming with the installation on macOS, so you don't need to install it separately. All right. Now the question is, how do you run MongoDB server? If you're installing using Homebrew, you can run it as a service. All right. And it is recommended that you run it as a service only. So what I will do is I will just copy this command here. Okay. And I'll head over to my terminal here and I'll paste this command and I'll say enter. So you can see successfully started MongoDB community. So this service is started now. Okay. Which means our server is up and running. You can even stop the service by running this command here. So I'll just go over here and I'll paste the command here. And you can see that this successfully stopped the MongoDB community server. So I'll just keep the services on. All right. So the service is on now, as you can see the message. Now let me scroll down. There is also a way using which you can get the list of all the services on your Mac machine. And that command you can see over here. So if you started MongoDB as a macOS service, you can see a list of all the services using this command. So I will run this command here. Let's see what all services we have on our system. So you can see we have only one service on my machine, which is MongoDB community, and it's started. All right. This is how you can install the MongoDB server. If you scroll down further, you will see some steps as to how you can connect and you start using MongoDB. So we need to connect using our shell. All right. So we will be using this command mongosh. All right. And this will invoke the MongoDB shell. So I'll just say enter. And you can see we are now connected to the database. All right. So if you scroll up a bit, you can see this is our log ID that is being generated. And every MongoDB server has a URI. Okay. So this is the URL where the server is running, and this is the port where it's running. All right. So this is the URL of our server, and it's connected to the local host, as you can see. And here it's printing some version information. All right. And if you scroll down, you can see this prompt over here. So this prompt tells you that you have successfully logged in and you have successfully connected to the MongoDB server. So we can run this simple command show dbs, which will show the list of all the databases that exist on your MongoDB. All right. So that's about the installation on macOS, guys. I hope you guys have successfully installed with me on your system as well. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this class and found it valuable. I shall see you guys soon. Thank you.